Here we go. All right, Volskaya Foundry, first map of the night. And you know we're going to see some team fights here. You can't avoid it. This map, although there is some good macro play, you just need to win those protectors. They are so strong to push down the lanes and really prep for the next objective phase. So it's always kind of important to just get that first protector and just kind of keep that snowball rolling in your favor. Once you get going on this map, you can kind of keep control and keep the pace of the game. So that's why a lot of teams do like to pick this. But at the same time, you know, one big team fight can kind of just change the tempo up. So as we start our draft here, we get rid of the Imperius on the side of the Council of Mages. He's an all-around strong offlaner, pretty meta pick right now, just does a lot of damage, and he does have percent damage, which could potentially be why they chose to get rid of it. The percent damage can just melt a protector, so he's a good offlaner. You know, in the chance that you lose a protector, he can kind of take his level 1 talent and just go to town on the health bar. Chromie, been seeing a lot of bans and picks from Chromie in week 1. You know, after her buffs pre-season and then a slight nerf right before week 1, we still see that she has priority in the draft phase. Tassadar getting banned out on the other side. Also an all-around strong pick, point control and damage there. And Alarak, that's an interesting ban. He did see slight buffs, very slight. I don't think it was anything crazy, but I personally hate playing against the good Alarak, so potentially, you know, Frank's Furters knows that there's an Alarak player on the Council of Mages and they don't want to deal with that. And here's been a very high priority pick in pretty much every game I've casted so far. We see quick gray main picks in the early parts of the draft, and that's what we see as the first pick for the Council of Mages. Not a mage, but he is first pick there. Deckard and ETC quickly chosen for Frank's Furters here. ETC overall a strong tank, and I would say potentially stronger than he was last season after his level 13 buff, which makes his heroic cooldown quite a lot faster. You can get that mosh pit back a little faster. Deckard Cain, great at point control, lots of area CC, and those potions that he can kind of prep the space gives him a lot of, you know, follow-up as well as that point control as well. We see Frank's Furters banning out Johanna, which last season was, you know, the other very high priority tank and does really well on Volskaya for the rotations, top mid, as well as the point control on the objectives themselves. So picks 2 and 3 for Council of Mages were Sonya and Stukov. Sonya will be our solo laner over here. She does good in team fights too. If she can just keep spinning, obviously she's gonna, you know, be able to just sustain indefinitely. But we are seeing a lot of CC on the side of Frank's Furters. That is dangerous for a Sonya player. ETC can slide. Kael'thas has a stun. Rexxar has a stun. Deckard with his big area root. That can put a big hamper onto Sonya, but we'll see how she plays it out. And we see the Stukov pick. That's great point control with the Silence Puddle and following up on a potential Diablo combo. And Kel'Thuzad, that's a fun pick right here. Now the Council of Mages shows their mage pick right now. So if you see a good Kel'Thuzad player just landing combo after combo, that is just devastating to play against. So let's see if he can land that. This is a good map for Kel'Thuzad to kind of stack because the teams do have to all meet up on control point A. So there's not really a way to avoid giving Kel'Thuzad stacks. He'll just be able to work on it during the objective phases. And finally, we've got the Raynor on the side of Frank's Furters. So Rexxar in the solo lane versus Sonya, and then the 4-man on either side as we head into game number 1 of this match. All right, so let's head into the game and see how these teams are going to handle game 1. And both teams looking for some points tonight, so they're going to, you know, bring it all out. They want that sweep tonight to play catch up from week 1 and get those 3 points to put them back into the leaderboards here. All right, so I'm really liking this Frankfurters draft just from the level of CC that they can really chain with the ETC, the Rexar, the Deckard, the Kael'thas, lots of CC there. But, you know, on the other side, we do have Kel'Thuzad with his huge burst of damage can really just blow someone up as well if he lands his combo. So let's see how this plays out. On the left-hand side, we have Frank's Furters. We've got DJ Coldcuts on the Rexar, covering 2 heroes tonight. Indecisive playing the Deckard. Boggs on Raynor. Magic Master on the Kael'thas. And Dallying Pig on the ETC. Going bot lane already, we've got Elder on the Sonya. And then Curtalicious on Diablo. Father of 3 playing the Greymane. Diesel on the Kel'Thuzad, and Waffle in the back with the Stukov. As we go in here, Diesel throws his first chain and misses, and Rexar throws his bear in return. So here comes Boggs stepping forward, popping some damage onto Father of 3 as they start their clears here in the mid lane. Dallying Pig diving in for that globe. Let's see if he's going with the globe talent here. Yeah, he does have Prog Rock, so he's making sure he gets those. As he gets flipped over, he could still be on cooldown, but a nice counter from Magic Master onto Father of 3. As Dallying Pig does sneak away there. Magic Master top now. Father of 3 diving in pretty low, has a bomb on him now. Gets a heal from Stukov up to about half health here, but both teams still trying to clear top as the camps do spawn on both sides. Let's see if they make a play for that. Dallying Pig grabs both there as there's a dive onto Raynor. Doesn't look like he's getting out of this one. Dallying Pig deep slides back, does survive, but that is first blood on the side of the Council of Mages. Well played there, and a nice silence puddle from Stukov to make sure Raynor can't really heal or get out of there at all. As Greymane steps over to start the top camp. Neither team going to the turret just yet. Usually you'll see teams head down to the turret, and that is what we see on the side of Frank's Furters. They do head over. You want to start that one almost right away. Curtalicious looking for Magic Master, but he does step away. A lot of times if you can get that turret out real quick, you can get a second one. When control point A spawns, you can get a second one for that fight. So if you can really start that control point right away, you can actually get quite an advantage over the other team. So it looks like Council of Mages has their camp pushing in top. Let's see if they're going to push with it, but it looks like it's just going to crash here, and the rest of the Frankfurters are going to come. But they are thinking about going back up, and they decide to stay for the clear here. So Council of Mages with a slight XP lead right now, about half a level, a little bit more, as they head on to the heal camp. Let's see if the Frankfurters are going to know about this here. And it looks like Indecisive is checking, but it's a little too late. That is a support camp on Curtalicious now, as Father of 3 heads up for some soak, and the Frankfurters are on their way up to meet that. Grabbing that camp does give them even a little bit more XP on winning that support camp there. Dallying Pig here, there's a combo from Diesel getting his stacks. He's at 4 so far and 4 globes on his phylactery. So he's still working on that. Kael'thas already at 12 globes in 3 minutes. That is some serious globe stacking on his behalf. He must have been rotating real quick mid and top, and even stealing some of the enemy globes there. Father of 3 in lane with 3 enemies. Is he going to get slid on here? He's got to be a little careful, but Dallying Pig not stepping forward. And looks like it's okay. We've got control of the point now in favor of the Council of Mages, as Rexar, considering heading up. Sonya is already here, and it looks like we're going to have a brawl breaking out here shortly. Council of Mages decides to step back. Both teams do hit level 7. Sonya getting some clear there on the mid wave as control goes back to Frank Furters, who has a slight lead in percentage here on the mid objective. Diesel coming back up, gets spotted by DJ Coldcuts, who was deep. There's a combo onto Rexar's Bear, but now a stun. There's a slide from Dowling Pig. A lot of CC onto Curtilicious, who drops the heal camp. He's still getting peppered, but Father of Three deep onto Boggs now, but that looks like Diablo will be the first kill of this fight. Dowling Pig looks low. Will he pay for it in return? Slides in, and he's walking away. Father of Three and Sonya both looking very low. There's a combo from Kel'Thuzad, but it looks like the Frankfurters are going to come out on top there, and that is the first Protector. Nice team fight on their behalf. We've got Kael'thas and Rexar. Rexar deciding to hop into the Protector here. It looks like Raynor is going to soak bot now, and there's a stun from the hand onto Elder, who is slid on by Dowling Pig, but not any damage to follow that up. Kael'thas being inside the Protector, Raynor being bot. They do get the top well. That is a big win for them for the second objective phase. A lot of damage onto Greymane there, actually, from, looks like, the Protector. And Protector just kind of brawling with the whole team here. Waffle with the Stukov arm doing significant damage. And that looks like just about all they're going to get here. They'll probably throw a few more spells here at the mid wall. Trying to reach it with that gun, not quite, is Rexar. Throws the laser out and hits some damage onto the wall. Raynor and Sonya heading back up. Sonya decides to stay bot for the soak. Raynor starting the camp, as it looks like soak a little bit in favor of the Council of Mages. Gonna hit level 10 first. Let's see if they're gonna do anything with this. Maybe an invade. Curtilicious thinking about it, but not quite enough time. That is going to be a camp turret to the side of Frank's Furters. And now Greymane picking up the camp on the other side. Waffle trying to get away, pops his medallion, and seems to be doing okay. Let's see what these talents are picked at level 10. Shadow Fissure from Kel'Thuzad. Round out the combo. Apocalypse for more CC. Flailing Swipe gives a bit of an escape in a bad situation. Go for the Throat from Greymane, looking to end some kills and finish some people off. Hope for those resets. And Leap. We've got a Leap from Sonya. Here's a dive from Dowling Pig. He's not going to have his slide back out, but he walks out and does just fine there. On the side of Frankfurters, we've got Phoenix, Mosh Pit, Bestial Wrath for Misha, so no boars here. Hyperion, and Stay a While and Listen for Deckard. So I really want to see this Misha in action, considering that she does have that talent in her favor now. She can increase Misha's basic attack damage by 200%. And let's see what happens here. We might have a fight breakout. There's a combo onto Curtilicious. He's pretty chunky, but Kel'Thuzad is deep, and there's a mosh pit onto 2. A swipe to try and keep Diesel alive, but that is a bomb spread onto 2. Curtilicious trying to walk away. Nice mosh to secure that kill from Dowling Pig, and there's a follow onto Waffle. Doesn't look like he's getting away this time. Stepped out a little too far to peek onto that camp, and that is another kill for Frank's Furters here as they secure the heal camp in their favor. And Misha under some heavy fire here from Sonya, apparently. Low mana bar. It looks like DJ Coldcut's gonna take a back here before the next objective spawns. Magic Master and Indecisive coming down. Kel'Thas did finish his Mana Attic quest. That does stack indefinitely to increase the size of the shield. As we see the teams get ready, both hitting level 13. before the next objective. There is a turret up on both sides. Sonya and Greymane waiting to do this, willing to give up control up top to control that. And let's see where the teams are headed. It looks like Frank's Furters setting up on point. Deckard already dropping the super potions. He's got the big potions out. And it looks like we've got a camp steal coming in. They see the whole blue team top, and blue in return says we're going to push in. It looks like they're going to be able to take this fort. The red team is heading up now. They might need to hurry before they get caught in this flank. Curtilicious in the bush, and now we see all 5 showing up, but that is a free fort basically to the side, and there's a leap, does not connect with DJ Coldcuts. Elder now popping his unstoppable. Dowling Pig deep, pulls a slide and drops his heal cam, trying to get out. Sonya also deep on the point, spreads the bomb onto Diesel. And now we've got a big sleep onto Curtilicious, who drops his Apocalypse in return. A stun onto Diesel in the backline from Misha. Dowling Pig is the first to fall, but the Protector going to the side of Frank's Furters, who is now taking a lot of damage. People jumping in the Protector just to survive, and Diablo losing his souls there as Frank's Furters cheekily jump into the Protector and return fire here. Very well played on their part to get in the Protector to avoid their death there. That was a crazy team fight on all angles, but it looks like it ended up being a 2-for-2. Sort of, I'm going to say, in favor of Frank's Furters here, as they do get control of the Protector and start pushing in. So they're pushing in mid here. Kel'Thuzad can actually stack on the Protector a little bit. When his spells connect on the Protector, it is a stack for him. He's almost done 26 out of 30. That is going to be a big boost to his damage when he can get that. 30 stacks, 75% spell power, so he obviously wanted to get that done as quick as possible. A second fort going down. Frank's Furters in control of, of the map a little bit here, as Sonya top getting level 16. So interestingly enough, we do see the Council of Mages, although they're down in kills, they are doing better in the soak. Let's see what that looks like and where that's coming from. The minion soak really making a difference here on the side of Council of Mages, giving them the 16 advantage, but their team is not all here. 3 versus 3 coming down on the point here. Diesel is here for the damage, but Curtilicious looking kind of low in the front line. A big APOC stun onto 5 bodies, and but now we see a rebuttal here from Dowling Pig. Gets everybody into that mosh, and we're dancing to our death here. Sonya didn't quite show up. I feel like a leap could have been pretty big there. She was pushing in top, and unfortunately the rest of Frankfurters showed up first, which gave them the advantage in that fight. There was some nice CC from the front line, but I think just the level of bodies that was in position for Frankfurters gave him the advantage. And look at Elder, has to jump out. Let's see if Dowling Pig can land it. And Elder popping the Nerves of Steel just in case there. Both teams with their level 16 now, and that XP advantage that we noticed is gone, as that big team fight went in favor of Frank's Furters. They're heading to their camp now. Let's see if there's an invade. They might want to find a fight before level 20, but potentially, oh, someone's got to pick that up. Potentially, both teams might not be level 20 before control point C, so that could be okay. They could just keep focusing on the soak as the blue team heading up to catch them, and they get a slide onto Stukov, who is now deep. Boggs peppering away, but here's a big APOC actually whiffs, and Stukov does go down and traded for Kil'Thas there. Hyperion is out. Elder spinning to win in the back line. A lot of low health bars on the red team. They are trying to get away now. It's a 2-for-1, 3-for-1 now. Council of Mages doing what they can to get away. There's a stun on to Diablo, and nice stun from Misha Bear there. Does secure that 4th kill. So what was a 1-for-1 did end up pretty terrifying in the favor of Frank's Furters there, as they near 20 coming into this 3rd objective phase. So we'll see Raynor heading down to step on point. Give me a second. So it looks like KTZ can only get the chain on the Protector. It doesn't look like, so the W doesn't seem to work, someone was saying there on the Protector. Thanks for that. It's a good note for the 0 times I've played KTZ, but you know, a stack here or there does help. It's some kind of consolation prize when they do lose the Protector. So Dallying Pig coming in for Father of 3, misses the slide. Father of 3 propping his medallion just in case. Does survive there, but with the level 20 advantage, it looks like this is going to be a free Protector on the side of Frank's Furters. Master of Flame, so those bombs can spread indefinitely now, so they got to be real careful on the side of the Council of Mages. Bolt of the Storm for ETC, give him a little more distance when he wants to get that slide, or potentially just an escape there. Frenzy of Kalimdor, Rexar's basic attacks deal extra damage. Misha's got slows. Execute for Raynor, and Bottomless Flask. It makes those potions just keep coming back. As the Protector pushing in here, we've dropped the Hyperion for the extra siege damage. Is Boggs. Again, Kilthos and Rexar in here, but there is quite a chunk of damage onto this Protector. But nice slide from Dallying Pig and follow-up from Boggs. That's going to kill Greymane, and they are marching in towards the core. Half health on the Protector. It looks like Frank Furters may be able to do this. A huge... nice try from ETC, but I think he actually got hit by the hand that the core throws out. He had 3 in that mosh. Just enough time spent there recovering that Frank's Furters able to take game 1 pretty handedly here. They looked very good that game. 14 kills to 4 in their favor. So let's head into this game summary and let's see how some of our players performed right here. Let's check it out. Great game 1, a lot of brawls, a lot of battles here, and actually, oh, this happened to me once last week. This is really weird. Unfortunately, we've got no stats. What is going on here? Blizzard small indie company, please help. So apparently, you know, no deaths, no damage. A very even game there, apparently. That's kind of odd. Sorry about that, guys. We don't have the post-game stats for that one. But we do see game 1 going in favor of Frank's Furters, as we see what the teams want to do here going into game 2. So Council of Mages, you know, they did have a good game, and a lot of those team fights were very close. I think it just takes a little more focused fire to really get the kills, especially with, you know, the Greymane and Kel'Thuzad, because that's a lot of burst damage. If they're hitting the same target, you know, pretty much anyone could go down there on the side of Frank's Furters. So I think they could come back in game 2, you know, if they just clear their comms, get back in it, and they will be able to perform here to get us going. So let's see if the teams have chosen the next map. Let's give them a second here to figure that out. So Delta Sniper, KTZ can only get chain stacks on the Protector. He doesn't get stacks on unstoppable people with his W root. Interesting. So they have to be rooted to give him the stack. So even if they're standing in the center, so I'm guessing he doesn't get the stacks off of a Deathwing then. If he can't root a Deathwing, he can't stack off of them. I wonder if that's intended to be like that. Inconsistent with Arceus level 1 to root 20 people who will get stacks. That's true, because he'll get stacks on unstoppable people even though they don't get rooted. Arceus does get those stacks. So maybe because Kel'Thuzad's is a baseline quest versus the Chosen quest at level 1. I don't know. I've never really seen that. It seems like a... So we do have a lobby here. Let's see who chose this map. And we are on Infernal Shrines. So Infernal Shrines for map 2 here. And it was Frank's Furters picking map 2 as well. So they picked map 1 and won map 1. And now they've picked map 2. So they get to kind of choose where these fights are going to be taking place. They potentially had strategies set up for these maps as we get the teams in here and get ready for our next draft. Let's see if we have any. Unfortunately, we didn't get to look at the stats, but we did see some good play from the side of Frankfurters. I wonder if there's something specific that they want to get rid of there. ETC was setting up a lot of combos. He had some good slides. You know, he scared me a few times just sliding right in, but, you know, he was able to walk out of those, and he did get some nice moshes, so that could potentially be a target ban there. Kilthos, you know, he stacked up real quick, real early. I saw the bomb spreading. You know, let's see if they have something particular in mind for the first bans here on Infernal Shrines. So, teams loading up into the lobby. It says one of the players taking a quick bio break, and we will be back in just a few seconds. So we will be starting pretty soon. Everyone is in the lobby. All right, so as we wait for game 2 to start, a thank you to Ammo Will 69. He pressed the button and he is following the stream now. I appreciate you, buddy. Enjoy your 100,000 balls. We pass them out real easy on this stream. So I've got a few more casts this week. Actually, tonight is a big NGS night. We've got quite a few games, so make sure after the Frankfurters Council of Mages match tonight, you check out some of the other games going on. I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of casted games tonight. And I will be casting... Let me check. So on Wednesday, I've got a Div B Northeast Animaniacs vs. Deckard's Erudition. And Thursday, we've got the Gilly Shark versus Tricky Gooses. This is going to be a game to watch here. This one's going to be crazy. Gilly Shark's first week game was insane. Tricky Gooses, another great team. I'm expecting quite a matchup there. Deckard's Erudition versus Animaniacs on Wednesday. Gilly Shark versus Tricky Gooses on Thursday. So let's see how those go. So we should be heading in here soon. We've got all the players in. It looks like everyone's back. Let me hit them with a quick ready so we can head into draft number 2 here. And here we go. Draft 2, Game 2 on Infernal Shrines. We have Frank's Furters up 1-0 over Council of Mages in our Division D East Week 2 matchup here. Both teams looking for their first victory here. Frank's Furters actually, if they win this game, that is 3 points, and it's going to be a big jump for them on the leaderboard. And Council of Mages still looking for that reverse sweep to put them on the board with 2 points tonight. So let's see how this goes. And immediately, a quick ETC ban. As we kind of suspected in our pre-draft discussion, Alarak banned right away. So we must have some kind of Alarak god on the side of the Council of Mages. I personally hate playing against a good Alarak player. It just feels near unstoppable. And it looks like they're just going to ban out 2 of their strongest heroes from Game 1. We see ETC and Kilthos both do very well on this map. ETC does great to zone out during the Shrine phase, and Kilthos just blowing up all of those little monkeys. He can do a lot of damage in there. So first pick Deckard from Waffle here. Kind of also a deny, because Frank's Furters did have the Deckard in Game 1. So we see an Orphea pick with Johanna from Dallying Pig here. So it looks like they want to make sure they get one of those top tier tanks, as we have seen in seasons past. Johanna and ETC really topping the charts there. And Orphea coming in still, saw baby nerfs last week, but apparently still high priority here for Frank's Furters. And in return, we see Sonya and Greymane coming back for Father of Three and Elder. They did play pretty well on those characters. Let's see if they can have a stronger Game 2 here to take this one home. So Sonya does really good on the Shrine, because as she's spinning, she's winning, and she's healing on all the monkeys, all the heroes in there. She can really sustain very well and do a lot of damage to the monkeys to win the Shrine phase. Greymane as well, if he can be in there. He doesn't have kind of the long distance poke so well that some other characters might have. But if they do have control of the Shrine, he can just be in there in Worgen form, just going at it. So we see May getting banned out on the side of Frank's Furters, and Anna as the healer ban here. I guess they didn't want a nano boost onto Orphea. That is pretty scary. DJ Cold Cuts coming back with the Rexar. Does well into Sonya. Not so much a priority on this map, I would say, but still brings a lot of value with the extra body, the stun potential. So Boggs coming in with his Rainer did a lot of damage in Game 1, and he was kind of just sitting there. He stepped up at the at perfect moments to avoid getting CC'd, but able to follow up onto ETC's stuff in Game 1. So here we see a Muradin and a Gul'dan. Gul'dan does great on this map to clear out the monkeys from a distance. Muradin kind of likes to jump in. So we kind of have like an all-in kind of thing with the Muradin, Greymane, Sonya. I'm wondering if they'll be able to do enough to protect the back line as well, because Deckard and Gul'dan can be in a little bit of danger if the heroes do get past. So we'll see. It doesn't look like Frank's Furters really does have heavy dive in that sense, so I guess the backline should be all right, depending on how the attack comes in. All right, so Brightwing coming in as the healer choice. Love to see some Brightwing action. Let's see how it does here. I wonder if I'm guessing this is going to be a blink heal game, because there's not really the teleport isolation with the Emerald Wind. But we'll see how Brightwing decides to play this, or Indecisive decides to play this on the Brightwing. All right, so we've got our draft set up here. Heading in to game number 2, Frankfurters up 1-0 over the side of Council of Mages. So as we head into game 2 here, we've got DJ Cold Cuts on the Rexar again, Dallying Pig playing the Johanna, Indecisive with our Brightwing this game, Boggs on his Rainer again, and Magic Master popping out the Orphea. That is the side of Frankfurters. Over here, the Council of Mages, Waffle on the Deckard, Elder playing the Sonya, Diesel's got Gul'dan, Kurtalicious on the Murden, and Father of Three returning his Greymane for game 2. Here we go, as we have everyone heading mid, all 10 players showing up here. There is a nice corruption. Let's see if he went corruption. He does. 4 stacks of corruption already for Diesel. Looking pretty good. That is our only level 1 questing talent here. Stormbolt, obviously, for Murden. He's looking for 25 of those, but that is a lot of damage onto Father of Three and Diesel right away. Father of Three grabbing some potions to try and stay alive here. And it looks like Indecisive coming onto a full health Boggs, I guess, for the rotation there. And now we've got a stun onto Orphea, but that is going to be on cooldown. I'm wondering if Indecisive did what I usually do, but Father of Three now polymorph. That's nice combo. Magic Master pulling off tons of damage there on the Orphea. Johanna securing the kill, taking last hit. And that is first blood on the side of Frankfurters as they're looking to take this series 2-0. They're starting their siege camp here while Johanna heads mid. She is at half health. Needs to be careful. Pops her unstoppable as she does continue trying to soak here. Greymane now starting the siege giants, or excuse me, the siege camp on the side of Council of Mages. Kurtalicious jumping away, joining his team here. Diesel already at 14 stacks, looking pretty good as he gets polymorphed. Let's see if there's the damage. Boggs with his Q knocks out Gul'dan as I was praising his stacking power. 14 stacks though, that is very good stacking for 2 minutes into the game. Frankfurters heading down to take this bottom camp while Gul'dan respawns. Elder already working on this camp, should be able to finish it just fine. Father of Three coming to finish it. Father of Nine, that would be, that'd be a lot. DJ Cold Cut starting his camp now. And Greymane grabbing this before heading to join the team. Elder going back to soak top. And let's see where the blue team heading up. See if they can get a kill onto Elder real quick. They get the stall. She does have block stacks for Rainer's damage. Pops her medallion to get out. I think the block stacks would have potentially been enough considering Rainer was their only damage here. And Council of Mages clearing bot real quick and mid as they get ready. They will be first onto this shrine, it looks like. Kurtalicious yet to start it. And Diesel will be the one to press it, stepping back a little bit. And let's see where the teams are coming from here. We've got Kurtalicious trying to stop the coming in from top, but he's taking a lot of damage. Does manage to jump out to survive there as all 5 players show up. Kurtalicious waiting for his second win to come into play here, and a lot of damage from Rexar and Orphea. 150 health, and Rexar's final auto attack ends Greymane's life there, and it looks like Diesel's going to be second as Sonya tries to get away. Kurtalicious pretty low, down to 400 health, able to jump over the wall there. Magic Master looking pretty strong on that Orphea, getting those kills started there. Let's see what that damage looks like. It looks like Rainer actually pumping out a lot of that damage. Gul'dan putting out a lot of damage for Council of Mages so far as he does stack his Corruption. That is going to be a big spike for them when he does finish Corruption. But that is the first Punisher, an Arcane Punisher, going to the side of Frank's Furters, as there's the stun. Does not quite get over the wall is the Arcane Punisher. Now stuck there. This will help the Frank's Furters push in here, as the fort was not attacking the Punisher this whole time. Still a half health. Here's the second jump onto Curtalicious. Polymorph, but he does get the jump off. He jumps while polymorph. That was crazy. Must have been a split second there. Magic Master a little deep, does get away. Curtalicious and Father of Three stepped forward very low. Let's see if Father of Three can get away here. He goes back in and gets a kill. Is he going to get the kill on Boggs? Well played from Father of Three to get that kill. Can he follow up on Dowling Pig? That's 2 there for Father of Three, as the Arcane Punisher with 1% does end up falling along with the bot fort for the side of Council of Mages. So that is one way to stabilize. We do see again Council of Mages with the soak advantage on the tail end of those kills. And there's a little... Oh, he's back in lane. Didn't go back. Gotta be careful here. He's pretty low. Might have wanted to full back there. And here's a rotation from Boggs, but the block stacks, look how little damage it really does with the block stacks. Sonya gets away just fine there. Diesel starting the camp over here. Dowling Pig and Indecisive know about it. Magic Master showing up as well. Curtalicious tries to get a stun off there, is whiffed, jumps back in onto point with his dwarf armor. A lot of damage onto Magic Master. Indecisive trying to tell, he gets the full heal there. Curtalicious looking low, and that is a blessed shield from Johanna to secure that kill as the team now tries to run away. That's a double from Magic Master's crushing jaws to catch the other 2. And apparently the Nexus Force is finishing off those kills. I wonder if it was the camp that was attacking there. Getting that last bit of damage, kill steal. Boggs and Indecisive working on this bot. Father of Three now clearing mid. Sonya gets a spear onto DJ Cold Cuts there, as a big wave bot gonna crash. Gonna need more than just Murden to clear this out. Let's see. We've got Wizened Duelist from Greymane. That's exciting here. He's at 4 stacks right now. That's a fun talent. It's a high risk, high reward talent, but man, if he can get that stacked, that is a lot of damage he can be pumping out in the late game. But, you know, a death, you lose half of those stacks. So he's at 4. That's 4% extra damage that he's got so far. 29 stacks on the Echo of Corruption, as the blue team does head in to try and steal. They know Greymane is bot, and it looks like this one's going to be free. Deckard throwing... No, that is going to be a steal on the side of Frank's Furters there. Nice invade on their side. As they clear up that camp, that will not be available for this objective, while Boggs clearing lane for their Shaman camp to push in a little bit. Sonya deciding not to clear that. That is a Shaman camp with a full wave. That is going to do some work there if they decide not to clear it. She is heading back up now to get that. There is a lot of XP there as well. And it looks like Gul'dan coming to help clear that. And the side of Frank's Furters is going to get first position here as they get the first few monkeys down. 10-2 so far. Level 13 advantage on the side of Frank's Furters, but it looks like Curtalicious and friends do not want to give this up. They're stepping forward without the level 13. A big condemned Diesel now pops his medallion to survive there. Elder spinning to win. Onto 2 there, gets hit with the blessed shield. Back up here, Magic Master low, 200 health. Will he get out of there? He dies 1 for 1. Curtalicious might not get out because he's used his jump already. Boggs clearing up Deckard, and now Curtalicious to follow. We see a 4 for 1 there for Frank's Furters as they take control of that team fight with their level 13 advantage. Sonya did go a little deep down here, but she was doing pretty well, had a lot of damage in her favor. I'm wondering if potentially if she had stayed a little closer to team, she could have helped just spinning on the barrage of heroes. But I think overall a good showing there from Frank's Furters to take control. And this Frozen Punisher is going to disable this fort here. So they need to be careful if Dowling Pig, who's now got his Blessed Shield back, is going to try and follow up on this stun here. There is a stun from the Protector and a follow-up Blessed Shield. A lot of damage from Magic Master, throwing the Crushing Jaws onto 2. And they're going to be able to keep pushing in here on the tail end of that kill onto Gul'dan. Another jump, a third jump here onto Curtalicious, who will be rooted. A follow-up leap from Elder as he tries to spin. Curtalicious not going to be able to get out of that waffle. Sleeps everybody. It's time to take a nap. Sonya goes down here. And this looks like first keep of the game going to the side of Frank's Furters. And looking deeper still, it looks like they're going onto core here. It is a little early, but they have a 3-level advantage right now, 16 to 13. The shield is down with Hyperion going in. Brightwing Telly's onto Dowling Pig for the full heal, 70% on the core. They're going to need to get some kills here. Curtalicious jumps in with his avatar, trying to put damage onto DJ Coldcut so far. Father of 3 taking a lot of pepper from Boggs, and that is a kill onto Gul'dan from Orphea. Boggs looking a little low. Father of 3 looking for the kill, but not quite going to get there. Tries to survive with 100 health. Does get away. Gul'dan is dead right now as Frank's Furters tries to make their way back onto the core. There's a leap from Sonya onto 2. Indecisive goes down. Waffle looking low. The core is falling. 28% left right now. Dowling Pig goes down. Boggs also going down. DJ Coldcuts and Magic Master trying to finish this off. 8-3. What a core call there from Frank's Furters as they take game 2 pretty handedly. They had, again, a nice big lead over the Council of Mages. Overall, a good effort there on the core defense, almost potentially stopping them. Very low health bars on the side of Frank's Furters. And that is game 2 going to Frank's Furters. And that is a 2-game sweep. 3 points going to them this week on their victory over the Council of Mages. So let's go ahead and look at some talents before we head into a interview. Let's see if we get an interview here with one of the players from Frank's Furters. So let's check out some of these stats. Orphea, we saw her just pumping out tons of damage that game. She is top damage. Raynor also peppering away 39,000. Our sole survivor, Rexar, with 0. Gul'dan, although he was stacking like crazy, does die 6 times. That's what I was scared of with Murden diving in. Johanna kind of just walking past Brightwing with the follow-up CC and Rexar, and they were able to secure tons of kills there and have a very strong game 2 showing as well. So that is going to be our series. Stay tuned. We've got Frank in here for... So this is the Frank. Is this the Frank of Frank's Furters?
It most certainly is.
Nice to have you in here, man. Let me make sure I've got my sound up. How do you feel winning in week 2 after the week 1 loss?
It wasn't a loss, actually, week 1. We had a bye.
Oh, you had a bye week. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I've been saying that both
right.
teams lost all stream. So, well, that's even better, right? So you come in strong in your first game of the season. Mm-hmm. So how are you guys feeling tonight?
We're feeling pretty jazzed about that. It was, I like to think, pretty convincing, both games. So, you know, it definitely feels good to come out really swinging, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. You guys did look strong. You know, the kill count definitely in your favor. Some big CC chains from your team. Is that kind of the strategy you go for? Are you going for big CC blow up?
I think that throughout all of HOTS, really, every meta has been a different variation of blow up comp. So I think that's generally always pretty solid to go for. You know what I mean? There's not really many other um, good strategies in HOTS, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, especially, at my level as well. Like, you see some of the pros, they can pull off, like, big macro games where they just avoid a team fight, but I don't have the patience for that. Like, if we're not getting kills, I feel like we're not winning.
Right. Yeah.
So overall, you had the Orphea in game 2, and you guys were, well, actually something I wanted to ask you is about that Alarak ban. Is that just a common ban for you, or was that a target ban on a player?
I believe his name was Diesel. Had like over 1,000 games on Alaric with 54% win rate. So just get that right out of there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was saying it on stream. Alarak having it's playing into a good Alarak player is just so difficult, I would say. Cool. Overall, I saw some really good plays there. Any last comments? Any shout outs you want to do for this season?
Yeah, we want to thank the boys, Franklin, Franco, Frankie, and Francis, and that's all.
Is that the Franks?
Yep, we're the Franks.
Nice, man. Well, congrats to you guys. I'm glad you guys came out swinging here in your first game and get your 3-point sweep. So congrats to you, and hope you have a strong rest of the season.
Thank you. All right, see ya.
All right, see ya. All right, guys. That is going to be my stream for tonight. That was an exciting series here from the Franks Furters, throwing out some huge combos. So I hope you guys had fun with me. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Thanks for the follows here. Magic Master 12, sick Orphea play. Enjoy your 100,000 balls. Thanks for joining us here today. So lots of NGS streams going on tonight. Make sure you hop around to some of the other streamers. There's going to be a lot of good games. I will be back on Wednesday for my next stream. Make sure you catch it. It's a Div B Northeast game between Animaniacs and Deckard's Erudition. So that game will be... let me see what time it starts at. That game is a 9 o'clock Eastern time start. So I hope I see you guys there. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you on Wednesday.